Guys, we need to talk. I know that some of you don't want to or have had bad experiences in the past, but you will feel relieved afterwards. So let's talk about the power of talking. Hello everyone. Do you sometimes feel like everything's becoming too much? Feeling alone and as if the burdens of life are only getting heavier and heavier? You fall into a kind of tunnel vision and feel trapped in the maelstrom of your own thoughts. You would love to talk to someone, share the burden, but something inside of you is stopping you. Maybe it is the confidence that you can handle everything on your own, or maybe it is fear. The fear of burdening others with your issues, the fear of getting hurt yourself. The fear that what you entrust to others may eventually be used against you at some point in the future. You've probably even had this experience before. If you see yourself in my words, then you might want to talk to other people. Look, not only do we need constant communication with other people to keep our minds organized, but we also depend on it. Talking helps us to finish our thoughts, because you do not simply interrupt the spoken sentence just as you can suppress unpleasant thoughts in your head. There are people who constantly think too much and can't stop, but there are also the exact opposite, those who avoid unpleasant thoughts. In both cases, the problem grows infinitely and thus seems more and more insurmountable. You probably already noticed that your mind is getting more and more organized while you talk. Dr. Jordan B. Peterson wrote in his book Beyond Order 12 More Rules for Life that we need to talk about the past so we can distinguish the trivial, overblown concerns that otherwise plague our thoughts from the experiences that are truly important. That we need to talk about the nature of the present and our plans for the future so we know where we are going, and why we are going there. I am convinced that there's a lot of truth in it, and my psychotherapeutic work proves it. You can't imagine how many people have told me how much it helped them talking to me. However, in most cases I didn't even say that much. I was just listening. For example, I once had a client who had problems with everyday structures. He played video games for several hours a day, met with friends and neglected his studies. In one session, I asked him to give me a meticulous list of how he spends his day. At the end of the session, he told me how much it helped him just to talk about his day, and that it opened his eyes to what he actually spends his day doing, and that he doesn't want to waste his time anymore. But clients with anxiety disorders, depression and other problems also benefit from talking. If talking didn't help, then psychotherapy would never work. Talking is the main tool of psychotherapists. Another reason why we need to listen to ourselves as we talk is that we may organize our otherwise unspecific emotions, motivations, and bodily reactions. By organizing them into something organized and articulate, we may dispense with those concerns that are exaggerated or irrational. As Dr. Jordan B. Peterson wrote, we need to talk, both to remember and to forget. All well and good, but what do you do if you can't get over yourself or have no one to talk to? In that case, I want you to first write down a list of every person that is currently part of your life. That list may be long or short, it doesn't matter. Don't filter by importance or anything. When you're done, think for each person if you've ever told them anything personal or intimate about yourself. Mark them with a yes and no. For those marked with a yes, now think about how you experienced that exchange. If it was an unpleasant one, you delete that person from the list. For those marked with a no, now think about why you didn't tell them anything about yourself until now. Cross out those for which you have found an answer. The rest remains in the list. There should only be names left of people you've had good experiences with or for whom you couldn't find a real reason why you didn't tell them anything personal. Those are the people you can talk to or at least try talking to. If there's no one left on the list, the answer is to expand your social circle. However, that requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Why do this kind of exercise? Because most of the time, when people look more closely at their social contacts, they do have people they could talk to. And I don't want you to despair and struggle through life alone. There is so much help we could draw on. In the truest sense of the word, a sorrow shared is sometimes a sorrow halved. Once you find a person you can confide in, you will come to enjoy how healing it can be to feel accepted. Even if it looks dark at times, there are people out there that will genuinely listen to you, and you will benefit from talking. That's why you should trust in the power of talking to other people. And let me know in the comment section below what you think about this topic. Take care.